What's up, gang? What's up, YouTube? Bama Nation, Bama Nation, Bama Nation. A few more days, we'll be back on the field, boy. Hump Day, Wednesday. I'm ready to see a bounce back from the Crimson Tide. But I just want to come on and make a little short video while I was traveling here. Headed to Connecticut. But let me say something about Nick Saban. And I'm gonna give y'all my point of view with Nick Saban. We all know Nick Saban is the greatest coach that ever coached college football. And what he did in college football, another coach is not gonna be able to duplicate that in our lifetime. I don't see it. But a lot of people fail to realize Nick Saban should have way more than 7 championships. I think he missed the opportunity on about 3 or 4 of them. It just slipped through his hands. That could have, that he could have got. I think Nick Saban should be sitting on about 10 or 12, in between 10 and 12 national titles. That's just mind-boggling. Just to think the man should have at least 10 for sure at Alabama. But anyway, I want to talk about, his comments he made about Vanderbilt and how it rubs me the wrong way. And Nick Saban being on Games Day, ESPN Games Day, it just, as an Alabama fan, I love Nick Saban to death. But I just don't like seeing him on game day. I just don't. And the reason being is, being on TV, you got to be cosmetic. And they wanted Nick Saban, because Nick Saban is a striking man, But I'd rather have Nick Saban in a different role being on games day, And Nick Saban came up with the term rat poison. Everybody knows that. And he basically threw rat poison out there for Alabama last weekend to get beat. He really did. With his comments on TV, live TV, saying the only easy place to play in the SEC is Vanderbilt. Well, quite sure those kids saw that. And Nick Saban knows, that is true. But you just can't say that on TV. He gave Vanderbilt rat poison. He gave Alabama rat poison to eat. And them boys, them kids, them coaches ate that rat poison. And you saw what happened. They got their ass beat in Nashville last weekend. Matter of fact, I could take the loss last weekend. But if the loss was embarrassing, to be the #1 ranked team in the country and lose to an unranked Vanderbilt team, is totally embarrassing. It's unacceptable. Should have never happened. And quite, did Vanderbilt play hard? Did everything they needed to do to win the game? They did. But Alabama is superior. Should never happen. Should have never happened. Coaching staff, everything is superior to Vanderbilt. Should have never happened. But I stand on Nick Saban comments lit a fire for Vanderbilt football team. And it also gave Alabama rat poison to eat. And I just think his comments was inappropriate. Behind closed doors, you can say that. And Nick Saban knows better. Nick Saban be the first one to tell you. I know he wish he could walk those comments back. Being on live TV. What the comments he made is true. Yeah, everybody knows the easiest place to play is in Nashville. We had more fans than they did at their own stadium, and it's always been like that. But being on TV And ESPN is using Nick Saban to use these little small jabs or little off color, I ain't gonna say off color, but off comments, to get ratings, TV ratings. Just like Marshawn Lynch was on, game day with him, and he makes, when they went to Southern Cal last week, he makes a statement about, I told Marshawn Lynch, if I got down to the goal line, I'm gonna make sure I give your damn ass the ball. Well, Nick Saban started to cuss a little bit on national TV. I don't like it, man. I don't like it. I like Coach. I just don't like the way he's being portrayed, at these little comments, these little, I don't know how to describe these comments that Nick Saban is doing. Just like he spoke about NIL. You better make sure you paying the right players and this and that. I just don't like it, man. The man's legacy means a lot to me at Alabama. And I just feel like it's kind of making him look a little weird to me. Y'all may see it different, but the way I see it, I hold Nick Saban at the highest level that it can be held at in college football. And humanity too. The man, when the football players took the stance, when everybody was demonizing and throwing shade at all the football players because they wanted to take a knee and stand for something or walk or stand together and walk for something for justice in this country. Nick Saban walked with his players. Walked with his players. And everybody, if you, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, everybody, it ain't no secret. Nick Saban is a Democrat. I'm a Democrat, and I just believe in treating every man equal and fairness and having, justice for all. I don't believe in one side I'm just saying I can get off on this politics stuff, but at the same time, it's just not a good look for Nick Saban to be making comments. And I just don't like him on game day, man. I don't even want to watch game day when he's on there. I really don't. My wife was begging me when we played Georgia. She like, come watch Nick and Miss Terry on game day. I just wouldn't do it. I stayed in my shed with my car, working on my car. I just don't want to watch it. He on game day, I won't even watch game day with Nick Saban on it. Because it just rubs me the wrong way. And then he'll leave game day, fly back, be at the Alabama game, in the skybox, watching the Crimson Tide play when he just came off set making comments and stuff. And he's got to pick teams and stuff, to win or lose. I just don't even like him doing that. Maybe I'm just being a little bit oversensitive about the situation, but I just hold Nick Saban at a high guard, and I don't want it to seem like I'm being petty about the situation, but Nick Saban made some comments about Vanderbilt last week, and guess what they did? They blasted that all over TV, all over the intercom, even at the stadium. I just imagine you're a Crimson Tide football player, which they shouldn't have. They had the opportunity to, not lose that game. But you're a football player, then you see one of the greatest coaches ever, before you get off the field, is making those comments on the Jumbotron. Man, that's gotta hit low, man. That just gotta hit low. And granted, I know Nick Saban and everybody in this country didn't see Alabama losing to no Vanderbilt football team. But they did. But I'm anxious to see the team bounce back this weekend. And when game day plays this weekend, they're going to bring up that loss. They're going to blast that all over game day with with Alabama losing to Vanderbilt, and then Nick Saban got the answer to why Alabama lost, why he made those comments about Vanderbilt being an easy place to play in the SEC. You know it's coming up. You know, and to me, and it's going to be embarrassing. It's just going to be embarrassing me. I won't even watch it. I'm just not going to even watch it. Because I already know it's going to come up on game day. But they're going to have a field day with Nick Saban saying that. And Vanderbilt win the game. I wouldn't be surprised. They wouldn't have the little old quarterback on game day describing, you know, what it felt like to beat Alabama and this, that, and other. But I can say this too. Let me say this too. Alabama has won a lot of championships. Alabama has won a lot of big games. Alabama has been on national stage for a long time. And I have seen Alabama lose games where it is just agonizing to watch or to feel. And last weekend was probably the worst ever that I felt of an Alabama football team losing. I felt bad. I really felt bad when Cam Newton beat us. I felt really bad when Nick Marsh and them, that team, when that 1 second deal on the clock beat us. I felt bad when Jalen went down and put us up against Clemson in the national championship game, and Deshaun Watson went back down the field and beat us on an illegal football play, on the pick play. I felt bad when a few years ago when we should have ran LSU out of the building and they beat us in right there to keep the game from going to overtime. We have had a handful of losses that can really make you feel lower than low. I'm gonna be honest with you. I couldn't come up with the right word, but low. But I know, as an Alabama fan, I'm spoiled ass rotten. I know we all are. We expect to win every game. We play for national championship. We don't play for nothing else. You know what I'm saying? We don't storm the field. We don't do none of that crazy crap. But when we get beat, it's magnified 10 times. And the goalposts are being torn down. You got senators paying for school for storming the field. Because as an Alabama fan, we don't act like that. But when we get beat, it is hard to watch these fan bases and these politicians, you know, act like they do when Alabama loses a game. And I know it. And the reason why they act like that is because, turn this AC on because this will get a little warm. I know they act like that because watching Alabama get beat is a rare situation. It's not rare to see Alabama lose a ball game. So, you know, I just don't get it. You know, and when we lose, boy, I tell you, it's pandemonium. It is pandemonium, boy. And it is what it is. I think anytime anybody beat us, man, they're going to storm the field. And that's just what it is. So, but I like to see one day we storm the field. But we don't have no reason to storm the field because we expect to win every game. And, you know, it is what it is. But I'm looking forward to see the team play this weekend. I believe they're going to bounce back. I believe they're going to put up a good showing this weekend. We know South Carolina going to come in, try to do the same thing that Vanderbilt just did, is to hold on to the football, try to shorten the game. And when you try to hold on to the football and try to shorten the game, it is left up to the get the ball back, to stop them. It's on the defense. It's not on for the offense to play the same strategy to shorten the game. When you shorten the game, when an offense scores and get up by 2 scores, then if you shorten the game, you ain't doing nothing but choking yourself. And last week, we didn't have an opportunity to get the lead. If we had got the lead, then Vanderbilt would have been choking themselves. Actually, we couldn't get the lead, and them shorting the game, it put more pressure on us because we was unable to get the ball back. And that's on the defense. Everybody can say what they want to say. Yeah, did Jalen play perfect last week? He didn't. He didn't play perfect. But he played well enough to win the ball game. And I believe if he had got that ball back with a chance to win it, we would have won the game. But our defense let us down, guys. And as an Alabama fan, man, that's hard to watch our defense can't get off the field on 3rd down. Hell, sometimes they can't even get off the field on 4th down when they going for it. That just can't happen, man. Our defense, there's some talent on that defense. They just cannot let that happen. I don't know what scheme that 3-4 scheme we running. I don't like it. But somehow or another, Kane Womack has got to show that defense up this weekend, because this team right here, they gonna run the ball at you. They are between the quarterback, the running backs. They gonna run the ball at you just like this team just ran the ball at us. That just can't happen.